See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Operating from the gun. Wagner. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll run it now out of the gun. And, oh, he'll be shoved to the turf that time at the 49. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Second down, 9 yards to go. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Looking to throw on second down. Wagner. Now and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
All right, here we go.
Looking to throw. Wagner. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Here's the Jets punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And not great starting field position here for the offense. Carry here for Hilliard. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Vaughn. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Leonard Williams in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Let's go! Leopard!
Looking to throw. Vaughn. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I'd say that qualifies as a pretty darn good opening series. Get them into 3rd and long, get them out of their comfort zone, and guess what? Get your crowd into it early, too.
And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Yeah, that'll cross midfield here, not by much. Out of bounds just on the other side of the 50. And now out come the Jets. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives.
Gun! Let's go! Over!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more.
Hurry up, here we go! Green 39! Green 39!
Back to throw. Wagner firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Detroit set! Boom! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
On every snap, a defense is trying to establish who they are, but on 3rd and short, that's really when you put it out there and tell people who you are, and that's exactly what they did. For the offense, they're looking at their offensive line and saying, guys, where are you? We need you on those plays.
Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa, and the Bucs are out to an early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear, but here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th.
Patriot! Here we go now! Green 30.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
Yeah, on 4th and inches, you've got to be quick with your decision-making when you're running the football. You've got to find the hole and go. And he does a nice job here picking up the 1st down with a few yards to spare.
Detroit! Gun!
Throwing on 1st down. Wagner. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
To throw on second down, Wagner. And a throw right sideline is complete. 23 yards on the play. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Meanwhile, down in Philly. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a second and goal. Looking to throw. Wagner will try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Wagner. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Looking to throw on second down. Vaughn escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for the Panthers. 41 yards. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
To throw on second down. Vaughn. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the scrambler or the dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Here we go now. No. Check. Patriots.
Throwing on third and long. Vaughn. And he's going to go down again.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So out now come the Jets. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Leopard. All right, here we go. Blue line. Gone.
Now a handoff looking right. And some space here. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. First and 10. Wagner. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it up, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And an update from up in Foxborough. The Patriots have jumped out to an early lead over Miami. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. From the gun, Wagner forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taken in at the 22. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. And the Panthers coming out now.
And this is their third drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Over. Here we go. Watching that Barney.
On first down, Vaughn. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
And depending on the type of screen called, especially when you're throwing it with one of your wideouts, it's different blocking. Sometimes you get great blocking from the other wide receivers helping you. And how about sometimes getting it from the offensive linemen who sell it like a regular screen pass and then get out in front of the receiver and help him get downfield.
Throwing on first down, Vaughn. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long.
Hurry up, here we go. All right, man, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw. Vaughn. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. On first and 10, Vaughn. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, and then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll lead here to a third down. Operating from the gun, Vaughn toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Second down, McCaffrey. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Panthers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is indeed good. Around the NFL, they're in the 2nd in Philly. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Jets offense now working. Their way back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. Well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. He can't get him down. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll run. It's Hilliard. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. Looking to throw on second down. Vaughn firing quickly here, and that's complete. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
They'll run again with Hilliard. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second down following the run. From the gun, Vaughn. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn into big plays.
And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there. Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down.
Check. Back down to Philly. Here we go. Boom, landed.
To throw again. Vaughn. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down.
Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Leopard! Leopard! All right, here we go. Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Detroit! Detroit!
Off the play fake. Wagner flush to his right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
The Jets on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw on third down. Wagner being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Now, that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
First down. Wagner throwing middle, but it's incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play? –
10 yards still left on second down. Shift together here from the D-line.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Here we go. Black 99 Philly. Here we go. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. On third down, Wagner, powerful running. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The punt team on now as this one's sent away. And it's taken in at the 9. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. They go play action here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Throwing again. Vaughn. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Panthers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be third and a mile.
Green 39! Green 39! Gone!
Back to throw. Vaughn. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety.
If you know the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
No, check, Patriot! Patriot! Blue landed! No, check, Patriot! Patriot! No, check, Patriot! Patriot! Now let's go!
Off-play action. Wagner eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
The Jets on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Gone now. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go.
Operating from the gun. Wagner. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5.
Now let's go.
To throw on second down. Wagner, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football. And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on third down.
5 defensive backs.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun, Wagner steps away to his left. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. This will be taken at the 10. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Meanwhile, down in Philly. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. This is Hilliard, and he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Vaughn. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Throwing on 1st down. Vaughn. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number.
All right, now look at 56. Look at 56.
To throw on 2nd down. Vaughn. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, Vaughn. Going for the deep ball. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. To throw again. Vaughn trying to lay one up deep. And this is caught at the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 22-yard line. New York set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Throwing to start the drive. Wagner. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
No, check, Patriot, here we go now, 3-19, Leopard, watch it now, Marty,
On first down, Vaughn. And he's got his man on the out route. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
Operating from the gun. Wagner. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
The Jets on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. To throw on 3rd down. Wagner under pressure again, and down he goes again.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And now this is either a fake or their coach is delusional, or both here. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's the Jets punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Sheds off the tackle. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
Throwing on first down. Vaughn out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards remaining now on second down.
Back. Watch it now. No. Check. Over.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is knocked down from the side. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On third down, Vaughn. He's going to air one out. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on to kick it away. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here's the Panthers punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 1st and 10, Wagner. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
On first down, Wagner buying time to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Meanwhile, in Foxborough, there in the fourth quarter, the Patriots, they've widened their lead even further. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them.
No, check.
Throwing on first down. Wagner dancing to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
2nd and just 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here we go now.
On 1st and 10, Wagner. And his throw here's incomplete.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wagner. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Now let's go.
Looking to throw. Wagner. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Watch it now. Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go.
Here's Hilliard. And some room to work. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
No. Check. Patriot. Hurry up. Here we go. No. Detroit.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Here we go now. Green 39.
On 1st down, Vaughn. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And a nice carry there of 15 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Back to throw. Vaughn. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Vaughn. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. His pass caught at the 4. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Throwing on first down. Wagner. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But 2nd down instead. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45.